Scorpio, oh, we'll see. CC, Lucifer, Capricorn. But something to do with, look at that. So all that's nice and shiny. So I don't know, are you looking at someone, or are you talking to someone on the World Wide Web, on the internet, or Natalie, or talking to someone, or Natalie, but like talking to someone on the World Wide Web. You could be doing these things for a living. You might do tarot readings and stuff. Broadband, I'm also in broadband, or you might be banned. Somewhat, it might be that bitch that was complaining at me. You're banned. But like, yeah, some of you could be complaining that Scorpio reading wasn't out. Like I said to everybody, your readings have and always will be done first over on Patreon for the people that pay. If you don't pay, then you just have to wait and be patient, okay? But your readings for people that do pay are always done in advance over on Patreon. I can't keep up with everything. I'm not one of these lucky tarot readers that have a crew of people that do all the work for them. I do it on my own, okay? So I do my best of what I can, and if you're not paying, then you have to wait, okay? But so if you want your readings in advance, you need to join Patreon. If you can't afford it, you have to be patient. But yeah, you could be dealing with Sagittarius, Taurus, Life Path 5 energy. But we're going to get straight on with your reading. Scorpio. Now, you can watch this as Scorpio or Aries, or Reese, Rihanna, Ricky, Rachel, Rashad, Evans, Barry, Tina, Great Britannia, someone from Britain, Brian, Beth, Bristol, Rovers, Bradford, Bradfield, Bradley, Branston Pickle. Some of you might be having Piccalilli or Branston Pickle with cheese. That's actually a nice sandwich. Branston Pickle with cheese. But Branston or Brandon, Lee, Lucy, Laura, Lucifer. Brand. I'm looking to make a brand of something, or I'm in a band. Some of you, it might be where you mix and master and music and do things very musical, or this person does, like I did for you guys, put a Scorpio music out that I got fucking moaned at by the Scorpio bitch that was kind of complaining. Listen, I'm telling you now, don't keep testing my patience. But I just bought a new loop station, and I'm really enjoying the loop station. So like music and all these sort of things are definitely here. Thing or Steve, Sarah, Sassy, Sandra, Casano, Casino, Gambling. Let's just get on. So Ronald McDonald's, Burger King. Some of you might be fancying a Burger King or a McDonald's, and you're going out to eat burgers. You're buying a burger. You could still be on the Virgo moon type bit where you're like, oh, just really fancy like a McDonald's or a Castle burger or something like that, and I just fancy like eating a burger and chips or something from either McDonald's or KFC. Okay, bargain bucket full of chicken. Yeah, some of you might be, like I said, you might be kind of like, oh, I just want to eat. Like, I just want to eat someone out or something. Let's see. Scorpio, what should they be aware of in their environment? Oh, we've got a flyer. I am different now. Oh, someone may have changed. I'm not going to go on about it again. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. What you have to realise, change. If you have been going through a circumstance of change and someone never has, that's because they don't. You do not need to change a person. If you are connecting with someone and you have to force change upon someone, they will not and have not and will not change, because that isn't what change is. Okay, if you meet someone new that does not have to change you, you do not have to change them either, and you vibe really well, there you go, that shows you your intuition. If you are always fighting to get someone to notice you or to give you an emotional need that isn't, that's because change is not present. It says it in a tarot book, it's bollocks. People do not change, they just are the way they are in a relationship. You can change things about yourself and you can be more masculine or feminine, but when you are in a relationship, you will be that same person, okay? So when you're dealing with someone, if you are constantly trying to change their mind, or they're always changing their mind and you're in and out like Mustard Dave and you can never seem to get on the right page, that's because change isn't present. That's your experience that's showing you there isn't any. You don't need to change or force people to do things. When you do, that means you tell them. You don't get your own way. That means you have control issues. Okay? If you are never trying to change a person because you love them just the way they are, that shows you your intuition. Okay? Change isn't something that happens whilst in the midst of transformation. That's because that's the in and out and the in and out and wasting my time and the same keeps happening. That's your hell loop, okay? When you meet someone, you think, well, I wouldn't change a thing about you because I love you just the way you are. I get on really well with you. There isn't anything that I would change. There you go. Okay. So I'm different now. That can mean someone that is tricking a person to say, oh, please, I do want you back. I promise I will do things better the way you want me to. Okay. That's you needing to use your intuition to think, have I been in something that hasn't changed? Right. Because you can be coached to go back into a circumstance that has persisted to not show any. Okay. You can do that as many times as you like. And when you realize that life is preordained and it takes you on a path to show you change, that's how your intuition grows, of noticing changing subjects. Okay. Let's see. Scorpio. Anything coming up for Scorpio's environment they should be aware of? Thank you for leaving me. There you go. So someone is in and out of someone's life here. Keep persisting to show that there might be an action of change, but there isn't any action or Jackson. Right. So I am different now. Thank you for leaving me and making me understand that I need to put more effort in, and we can give it another go if you want, unless you understand about change now. Okay. Let's see. You are who you are. A pig is a pig and a burger is a burger. Okay. It's like a diet. Love life is like a diet, right? If you do really well for a week or two, but then all of a sudden you're like, I need a cheat day because I'm fed up with eating this slop and shit. Okay. To persist to see change, you have to continue to not eat it. Right? Continue and continue and continue. And then you start to progress change. But that's a burger, Dave. A person has feelings and emotions, and they change all the goddamn time as well as what your mind does. Okay. Let's see. Scorpio. What's coming up for Scorpio that they should realise? You can't come with me because I'm leaving. I am different now, I promise. Yeah, but you said that last time when we split up. Okay, yeah, but I want to now work on this. I know that I can change for you. So you can't come with me. I'm leaving. I'm fed up with this crap and this bullshit. I've had enough. Scorpio. Anything for Scorpio to be aware of? I fear that you will reject me. There you go. Someone doesn't have confidence of rejection. If you are dealing, say, with a male energy, okay, that cannot provide you with confidence of what they want, they will take. And if you want them to take you, they will. And you will vibe really well. If you get someone with non-stable emotions, with no confidence, you will split up, break up, get back together, argue, disagree and whatnot, because someone has rejection problems, being rejected. Okay, so I can give you my perspective of being a male. If I ask a woman out and she says no, I leave her alone. Because she said no. I don't get hurt and I don't get ego and I don't worry about it because I think, well, at least I tried. Okay, being knocked back shows you your growth. If you can handle rejection, okay, you've grown within your emotions because you think, well, what's the problem there? It doesn't matter. Okay, I asked you, I tried, you said no, great, let's move on, okay, to the next person. That builds your character of knowing that you can get knocked back. So it builds confidence. I don't mind asking out a person because I'm not worried whether I'm going to get hurt or not. I'm just trying to find out. If you want a connection, I'm available if you want it, and if you don't, that's fine. I won't try to control your feelings or emotions to feel either for me because I don't want to change you. I just want to get to know you. Okay? If you're willing to put the time and effort into me, then I am you. It's called reciprocity, right? So, but what you've got here is a promise of like, oh, I promise I will change. I know that I can. Thank you for leaving me and letting me realise that I really do want you. You can't come with me. I've had enough of this crap. I fear that you will reject me again. So you're in a codependent energy that's backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Okay. Because confidence doesn't come from a person that is feared being rejected, whether in or out of it. You'll never fear being left or rejected because you will vibe with the person that well that they will be all about you. They won't be about someone else. They'll be all over you like mustard, Dave. Right? I'm all about you. It doesn't matter who looks at me or doesn't look at me. I want you. Why can you not seem to understand that? Yeah, but you'll reject me. I know that you'll leave me. Oh, because they've got abandonment issues. When you're with someone that has fear of rejection and abandonment, they will make you abandon them. They will make you do that because they will drive you fucking crazy. And then when you do, they'll just tell you that I told you so. Right? So they don't have confidence. They don't have stable emotion for you or the other person or the circumstance that you're going through. Let's see, Scorpio, what should they be aware of? Or being tricked by this person to go through another cycle. Leaving you hurt me too. You see, you're codependent on each other. You're more than likely both going through codependent and not wanting to be alone energy. If you can't handle your own life being alone, you don't have stable emotion. Okay? You just don't. You know, because you're worried that you won't be in a relationship with someone, and the relationship that you have with yourself is the best one that you can have. So I can give you from a male's perspective, if a lot of you are female or males, it's up to you whether you want the advice or not. So when I'm going forward on my path, okay, I'm open to it. I am open for a connection and I'm open for love all of the time, but I don't need it to be satisfied. That's where I know, because I've got my life, I've got a job, a great one, I've got good prospects, I go out all of the time where I'm traveling on my own, I don't mind being on my own, I don't like all the static and the confusion of people bitching and moaning and fucking complaining. So peace and quiet to me is a fucking slice of heaven. Okay, I actually like that time. I can't actually be around people all of the time a lot because it's very restrictive. Okay, but if you vibe with someone really well, you know, well, I love being around you, great. Okay, so you've got to have this, or they do, of being open to love, but not being manipulated by someone that keeps tricking you or them to go back into the same circumstances of life. If you're worried about being alone and having to do it yourself, then, and you need a stable energy, then when you meet someone and they don't need you, that's what can make people chase people. Because I need you and you don't need me, and that makes me chase you because I know that I need you. Feminine to masculine energy. If it be a karmic energy, I need you in my life and I keep trying to prove to you that I need it. So I'm looking for validation to say that I'm a stable energy because I need you, but you're unstable. So you'll go through, or they will, this hell loop that will just drive you fucking nuts. Okay, reciprocity is, I would really like you in my life. Oh wow, what do you know? I would really like you in my life too. Do we need to change each other? No, great. Right, so you've got this energy, or this person does, of confusion of leaving, coming, going, staying, the unknown. Okay. So let's see what you're, because if any of you are on that circumstance, like the person that was complaining about these readings, does not have patience, that kind of stuff would show up in her love life. Okay, or our daily life. I can't wait for a reading, I've got to have it now. You're not doing what I want you to do. I was tricked and fooled to believe that you were doing this, and I want it. Trust me, someone wouldn't fuck you with someone else's dick, right? Because that, to me, as a male, would be like, Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you? Why would you get so angry and manipulated over a tarot reader? What's wrong with your life that you need it that much? Needy, okay, needy. Is not a great energy for a male energy to think, no. Right? Not anybody that knows their own worth and what they have. They wouldn't just take any Tom, Dick or Harry. Okay. It needs to be shown respect. Okay. You can't show someone respect. Jesus Christ. Right? Respect my authority. Fuck you, Kenny. Right, so show me Scorpio's karma. What's going on with Scorpio for their karma, please? So you get Virgo, life path 9, feeling lost. Okay, y'all got stable energy here. Okay, I'm looking for someone that is stable in my life, that gives me the time of day. That is what that I want, is a stable energy. Stable energy. But on paper, Anybody can be stable, but if they do not show you stability within their emotions, they're just showing you that they're a stable individual around their work. But what you need is someone that, they do, is someone that is brilliant at communicating, is a really good communicator. That means that I have time for you. The most valuable asset in life is time, because you only have a certain amount of it within your life to find the one that gives you it. Okay, the one that you spend all of the time with, time after time, okay? But not time after time are we going in for round fucking 3. A person that can give me time to talk to them, to get to know them, that will be there for me all of the time, that I can really kind of get on with, bam, there you go. You know that you've got a good connection, right? It's because time is the best commoditive asset that there is. It also relates to traveling, meaning that I would come to see you. I would spend time around you. I want to move things forward is a masculine energy. I would pay. I would not drink when I take you out. I would abide by what it is that you need as a feminine energy to supply that for you. I would communicate with you. I would keep in contact with you on a daily basis. I would find out if you're okay, how you're feeling, how are you? Do you want me to come and see you? I would give work up in order to be able to come and see you, because I would have some time off, because you need emotional support, and I would give that to you. Right? That's what you need to look for, and if you got it, don't let it go. Okay? So, show me the energy of Dharma for Scorpio. The Dharma energy. So you get an energy of loss and giving up to progress with my life. You got 2 men on the energy of here, and someone that's waiting for someone to maybe go through an ending to come towards this energy of more of a light, vibrant, karma can also, karma and Dharma is basically a cycle of the same energy, right? Karma can also be very rewarding, okay? Dharma is obviously a rewarding energy, but what it's telling me is that in order to get to stable emotions of someone that's on the same page, that physically gives you all of those things, or the other person, to what a person needs, they need to end it with this male energy pretty much first to go towards this energy. So they have to end something karmic in their life. Okay, stop waiting for the person that hasn't persisted to show any signs of change whatsoever in order to be able to go and find this energy that they may have already done. They just need to get out of this energy here. Okay. The cycle of the same, no change. Could be a very stable masculine energy but doesn't provide emotion. Okay. To find someone that has a stable life, good money, good job prospects, a future husband or a stepfather. Don't forget, a stable energy is the one that carries things forward. If a male, okay, is willing to put work into a female that has children with other men in a relationship that hasn't worked and it's been controlling and narcissistic, a stable energy of a male, if willing to take on the responsibility of children that are not there, that theirs, is a stable individual that's willing to do that for someone. Okay, so it shows them stability because they know that they're masculine and feminine enough to be able to provide the need of a family man. Okay. Because they're the ones that carry the energy forward. They're masculine. Okay. So let's see. They drive, they pay, they ask, they make themselves known. But female energies, whilst looking for a masculine that is a good provider, need to communicate with that energy. You need to not communicate with the energy that's unstable and communicate with the energy that is stable if you want a stable energy. Okay, if you get a very good male energy that is stable within their emotions and a job, right? They will make themselves known to say, well, I'm a stable individual, I'm single, blah, blah, blah. You know, do you want to talk? Do you want to get to know me? Okay, I can offer you things that are really stable in my life. You might or might not want it. Okay, but they will make themselves known and then they will more than likely stop asking because their pride will not stand in their way But they'll be like, well, that's now down to you to see my worth. That's down to you now to see that I'm stable. You need to get to know me to know that I am a stable energy. Okay? Because don't forget, a masculine energy that is stable would be okay with a yes or a no. Okay? Because they won't want to keep controlling you to say yes if you want to keep saying no. Okay? So they would do their own thing. They would go their own way. They would make themselves known, then they would stop. That's an Empress energy and also an Emperor. Okay, so they would stop. They would get you to put effort into them if you wanted someone stable in your life. If they don't give you the time of day, then you know. Okay, because they probably don't think that it is a stable connection for them. Because don't forget, they carry the energy of a father, a stepfather. Okay, the job, probably if you've got children, they would be the one that is the provider of the energy of like life itself, business and all that sort of stuff. Right? If you have children, if you don't, you can both work, but that's the stable energy that you go towards. The driving force. The Chariot, Cancerian, Life Path 7. Okay. Driving force forward. Not forceful. So what's the Hermit here for? Why is the Hermit here, please, for Scorpio? So you get marriage, commitment, relationship, metaphysical. So this could get very difficult because I've done your reading and it was full as like Capricorn and Gemini was. And also Sagittarius. Sagittarius is also Taurus, if you're following me in numerology, because they have the same numbering. 5 and 5. Okay, so I've done those over on Patreon this morning. Full of kings and queens everywhere. Okay, so it's pretty difficult because there's an ex-husband and a wife presently trying to get divorced from, also trying to find another person while still trying to get out of a marriage, going through the procedures of divorce. Okay, also trying to find myself another male energy, okay, or a female energy. Could have children, possible. Let's see, what's the 10 of Swords? Here's a 2. Undecided energy. Now you get a Queen of Cups. It's going to make it really impossible to figure out who is who here. Because you've got a 3. A 10 and a 2 is a 3 of Swords. Do I let you go? Do I let you in? What is it that stands between us? Another relationship, another person, or non-communicative energy? We're not vibing, we're not communicating. Communication breakdown. We're not opening up. In order to open up the chakras, you have to speak about your feelings for one another. Until that happens, I've discussed my feelings for you. I think you're very attractive. I think you're lovely. I really want to communicate with you. Okay. What do you see me as? Oh no, I really like you too. Bam, trust me, your chakras will tweak like a fucking crackhead. Right? You'll be a tweaker. You'd be addicted to their energy because you're opening up the chakras. Okay. If you don't and you're half closed off to it, then that makes the other person self-doubt of the chemistry. Chemistry is chemicals that are mixed together, right? Your body is chemistry. It is, right? So to make a connection of chemistry, you have to have it. You have to have a lot of things in common. You have to talk about your feelings, your emotions, the future. How do you see it? I find you really attractive. I really do like speaking to you. I love talking to you. You make me feel really good. You make me feel special. You make me feel wanted. Bam, trust me, you'll be tweaking like a crackhead. You would. Right. What is the King of Pentacles? 4 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Still an energy that came from other readings, because now it's confusing me. He's got 2 9s. Okay. 2 9s is on the search for something more. I'm not getting enough. You're not giving me enough information. You're not telling me enough. You're not speaking. You're not saying much. You know, do we have a lot of chemistry? Are your feelings actually there for me? Do you know, what is the 8 of Wands? Why is the 8 of Wands here? Because it's searching. Virgo energy is about searching for the energy that gives me what I want, emotionally and physically. It kind of gives me that. It makes me feel satisfied. Okay. but there can be an unsatisfied energy feeling within this. It's not quite enough. I need more. I need you to communicate a little bit more. I need you to express your feelings for me a little bit more. Okay. King, I need you to give me a little bit more time. I mean, it might be where someone needs a bit more time to figure out what they want in life. Like, can you give me a little bit of time and remain patient while I just figure a few things out that's going on with me? But that's normally when a female starts saying, I need to hibernate, and I need to get over, well, like, I need to get over something first in my life, and I need to figure out where I am and where you fit into this here. What is this King of Swords? Is a death card. Scorpio or Aries energy. See, there's 100% signs of like masculinity floating around here. What's the Seven of Pentacles? A new person. This is quite difficult because this is not like your weekly reading is over on Patreon that explains all of these in depth. Not these ones, but I clarify them as a story. The story's set out differently. Here it's just showing me different sides of the scale here, right? So it's saying that there is this on offer with a new person, but someone does have to end that cycle with an old energy, okay? They have to be sure about what they want. As a Dharma energy, someone is masculine. They are masculine. But like I said, they will put time, they will put effort into someone, they will speak and they will talk, and they do want to make something work here, okay? But that all depends on if you've gone through this with this person time and time again that realised it hasn't changed. Or they do. Because here you've got, I am different now, thank you for leaving me, you can't come with me, I fear that you will reject me, leaving you hurt me too, which means that there's someone that might want to play out the same cycle again, to do it again, because their feelings are still attached to the person, believing that they would change because they have a connection. Just a connection. Okay. Proof is in the pudding of change. How long have you done it? Right. It's like meeting a person first. You meet them first, right? You have a go. They don't pay. They don't drive. They say they're going to take you out on a date and suddenly say, okay, you're paying, right? And you're like, what? I thought you was going to... Oh, really? That's like disrespectful. Okay. Or they have a go at you, or they talk to another woman while they're like, you know, you're out for dinner, you sit down and so it's like, oh, fucking hell, look at the ass on that. You're like, what? That's... right? So that shows you straight away, right there. So when you look at energy, you have to kind of think, well, who's putting the effort and the time into who here? Okay. Am I their main focus? But am I focusing on them enough for me to want them to be with me? Yeah. Okay, because you've got this very confused energy here that's saying about leaving and fearing rejection and abandonment and God knows what else for someone. So that can start showing signs of like, you know, someone's emotions not being stable enough for a commitment here. Okay, so there you go, guys. That's what we've got. If you want to see the conclusion of your week or 2 week reading, because it is quite a few cards, you will need to join Patreon because that's where they come out first. And then also it shows you the conclusion of this reading, what will come of it, the advice, the new people, the old people, the same cycle, the same person or new. Okay, it's up to you, but all the information is there. It's on the silver or the gold tier provided to you on Patreon. Or I have the join button, but the join button is completely different. That's channeling deceased loved ones, and then also personal tarot readings for you people that are in green when I go live. I am literally just trying to keep up at the moment, but I will be going live throughout the month. But you can join the join button when or how I go live, or do it now. It's up to you, but there are other things over there, a few educational videos. They're not a lot, but there is a few, okay, and other things that is also over there to get your teeth into, okay? So there you go, guys. Thanks very much. Really appreciate it, and see you soon.